snap!
You're listening to Oh Snap.
Hello guys, it's Jazz and welcome back to another episode of Oh Snap. Guys, I've been waiting since before I started this podcast. I've been waiting for the day I could shoot this episode. I've been so excited for it to be spooky season and for us to be able to film a Halloween episode of Oh Snap. Now, I know it's been a little while since my last episode. It's been a time. It's been crazy. When I posted my last episode on Aquamarine, I was in Singapore, and since then I've just been traveling a lot for work and for the children's show I've been part of, and then I had bronchitis and it was a whole thing. But finally, we've made it. I'm here. I'm so glad that my voice is better and that I'm not coughing every 2 seconds because, guys, it was a time. But anyway, here we are, and I'm so excited to be filming this Halloween episode. Now, I'm sure some of you are aware that I have got a serious obsession with Halloween. It's definitely one of my top favorite holidays. I love costumes. I love dressing up. I love all things Halloween related. And so I was like, you know what? In October, we just need to film a Halloween episode. If you're watching the YouTube video, you will know that I've got the Halloween background going on. We've got my favorite thing in the world, the Mickey Jack-O-Lantern, the huge Mickey Jack-O-Lantern by my side. Now, I'm also wearing this jumper that I found when I was at Disney World like 2 months ago, because as we know, they start celebrating in like August. And so I finally got to experience my first Disney parks Halloween, like a proper Halloween. So at Disney Springs, which is like the shopping mall attached to Disney World, I found this Mickey Jack-O-Lantern jumper, and I think it's so cute. It's got like the spooky spiderweb collar, and I was like, you know what, we have to wear it for today's episode. Now, speaking of Disney, one of my favorite things about Halloween and this time of year is going back and rewatching all of the Disney Channel Halloween episodes and like the Halloween Disney Channel films. I feel like that whole like Monstober theme is just so exciting. And so I thought today we'd recap some of the best Disney Channel Halloween films and maybe some TV shows as well, and just talk all things Halloween because it's the best time of year. Now, for all my fellow Aussies, we know that Halloween is nothing like it is in America here. Here, Halloween is pretty like low key, but it's been getting better over the years. And I've always loved Halloween since I was younger. And back then I feel like there was really nothing going on. But over the last few years, I feel like we've definitely been seeing a rise in like Halloween celebrations, Halloween traditions. People are going trick or treating more often. A lot of people are decorating their houses, and it's still fairly low key, especially like I said, compared to the US, but you can definitely see people really getting into it more. I feel like over the years, I'd always hear that comment of like, it's such an American tradition, we don't need to celebrate. And I don't really understand that. To me, I'm like, if there's another fun celebration that we can add to the year, why wouldn't we? I don't see any harm that Halloween brings. It's a lot of fun, it's family friendly, and for me, I've just always been like, why don't people celebrate it? Like, why would you not want to celebrate it? Now, as a kid, I don't know about you guys and whether you guys went trick-or-treating or go trick-or-treating now, but for me, when I was like in my early teen years, I would go trick-or-treating, and I feel like it was very hit or miss. Like there were some houses who would get into it and they'd actually be ready, like they'd have all the candy ready, and then there were other people that had no idea. They were like looking at us like, what the hell is Halloween? What are you on about? Because we'd be like, trick or treat, knocking at their door. Guys, I will never forget this one year, this cute old man opened the door for us and we're like, trick or treat. And he didn't understand. So we explained it. We're like, oh, Halloween, like you can ask us to do a trick and we can do a trick for you, or treat means you give us candy. And guys, this man pulls money out of his pocket and tries to give us cash. And he goes, use it for your school books. Oh my God, I wanted to cry. And we felt so bad. We're like, no, please. Like we don't want money, it's fine. So we just moved on and we're like, thank you so much. It was just so funny. Like people would give you the randomest things because obviously a lot of people weren't prepared. So many of the houses you'd go to, they'd be like, well, I've got chewing gum, or like these random sweets that you know have probably been sitting at the back of their cupboard since like 2007. Halloween growing up here was just such a different experience because there just weren't many people doing it. But yeah, I'm so glad that now finally like we're starting to get into it more. This year I'm actually planning to go to Luna Dark. If you're not from Australia, Luna Park is one of our like theme parks. It's very low key, but they're doing a Halloween celebration through the end of October. I just felt like, you know, it's something fun we can do where everyone's celebrating together in one place. We can get dressed up. There's haunted houses and like all the fun carnival things you can do. So that's what I'm going to do for Halloween this year. Now guys, let's throw it back and talk Disney Channel Halloween films. I think Disney Channel just knows how to do Halloween right because they have that perfect balance between a little bit of like a thrill factor, but still with that familiarity and like coziness of a Disney Channel film. It's that perfect mix, which I feel like just embodies the spirit of Halloween, because Halloween to me isn't necessarily all about like horror. Yes, there is that element to it, but I feel like it's just a little bit of a scare and a little bit of a thrill, but still with that sense of comfort. So Disney Channel movies really embody that to me, and I love that about it. There are a whole bunch of Disney Channel Halloween movies, and I can't say I've seen them all. I've seen quite a few, but I feel like there are definitely some that I need to catch up on and watch this year that are from like back in the day. Now, if I could only save one Halloween movie to watch forever every spooky season, it would probably be either Hocus Pocus or Halloween Town. To me, both of those like the epitome of Disney Channel Halloween. Now, Hocus Pocus isn't necessarily like Disney Channel, but I feel like Hocus Pocus is such a good movie. I've actually just started rewatching it. Hocus Pocus, we love her. The three sisters, they're hilarious, they're scary. Like the thought of coming across them in real life if you were a child is terrifying. And so the film still has that little bit of a scare, but the sisters are hilarious. There's just something so fun and exciting about those Disney Channel films, and when it turns to nighttime and you just see the streets completely lit up with Halloween decorations and lights and all the things, I love it. I really do. To this day, I still love watching Hocus Pocus, but also Hocus Pocus 2. I feel like they did quite a good job of that. Hocus Pocus 2 only came out like 3 years ago now, and I think they did a pretty good job of it. I feel like it was a nice modern twist, but like keeping the same core three characters and seeing them coming into the modern world and having to interact with, technology and all the things that are part of our world today was hilarious. Honestly, one of the best parts is when the witches start singing. In the first one, it's when they sing, I put a spell on you, and like, I put a spell on you. I love that scene. But also in the second movie, they sang One Way or Another. One Way or Another. But in the beginning of the second movie, they start, like their introduction was them singing The Witches Are Back. It was like, I think it was an original song they made for this movie. But it was like, the witches. I love that one hit different. Wait, I want to play it. Yes. Oh my God. And that just reminded me that when I was at Disney World, they do a whole performance and it's the Sanderson sisters and they come out for like probably 20 minutes. It's a whole like Hocus Pocus show and they're singing, they do The Witches Are Back. I think they did One Way or Another. It was so cool. Like I love that they do that and it's a whole thing just for Hocus Pocus. Like I said, another one that I also loved was Halloween Town. Halloween Town is so cheesy, old. The effects are crazy. The outfits are insane, but there's something so wholesome and cozy about it. It just feels like childhood. I don't know why, but I feel like Halloween Town is one of those weird ones that a lot of people either forgot they've watched or they haven't seen it before. But basically there's this family, single mum, 3 kids, and the oldest daughter doesn't know that she's a witch. And when their grandma comes to visit, she kind of wants to introduce the daughter to like the witch side. And her mum's been trying to keep it a secret from her. But when the grandma comes to visit, she starts introducing that daughter Marnie to like the world of witchcraft, because she actually brings the kids to Halloween Town and she has like her broomstick she flies in on. But the actual town called Halloween Town, when they go there, it is so weird. Like the effects are crazy. It's not like they're using like CGI or anything crazy for the outfits or for the characters' faces. It's all literal masks, like people having these like funny like molded noses, and like it's hilarious. It just looks like someone was doing arts and crafts at school and like created these faces, but it's so good. When they go to Halloween Town, it kind of reminds me of Lazy Town, where like there's some people who look human and there's all these people that look like these weird monsters, because in Lazy Town they have some humans and then everyone else are these like weird puppets. Anyway, there is nothing that'll ever hit the same as the music in Halloween Town. It's this music. Ready? This is such Halloween core, guys. It's this. Oh my God, I love this so much. Dun, 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 dun. It's so Halloween core. That song is everything. And guys, there are so many Halloween Town movies. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 of them. And also Aquamarine, which we covered in our last episode. What's her name? Sarah Paxton, who played Aquamarine, was in the 4th Halloween Town, which was called Return to Halloween Town. Another classic Disney Channel Halloween movie, Twitches. To me, I feel like Twitches was kind of like the cooler Halloween movie because it was Tia and Tamera starring in the film. It's like their 21st birthday and they meet each other for the first time and realize that they're both witches and all the things. And so yeah, because they were a little bit older, they were these like cool, stylish Disney Channel girlies. Because I think with a lot of the other Disney Channel Halloween movies, like they're starring kids, but because this one was these like teenage, well, like 21-year-olds as the main characters of the film, it was a little bit cooler at the time. So it was another one of those situations where like they're the girlies that you wanted to be. And also they had these really cool necklaces that I still want to this day. They had like, one of them was a moon, I think the other one was a star. I used to always want those charm necklaces. I feel like every movie like that made me want them. Even, for example, in like H2O Just Add Water, they all had their little lockets. Something about it, as a kid, I was like, I want that. I need that. And it's funny because now I actually wear a locket every single day. It's like a heart-shaped locket I got in San Francisco, and I feel like that's my inner child speaking, because I saw it and I was like, I need it. But guess what's inside? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing in the locket, and I'm still working out what to do with it. If you have any ideas of what to put in this locket, let me know. Some more of the classics were like Haunted Mansion, the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland and Disney World. Love the Haunted Mansion ride. Personally, I love me a nice slow ride that has incredible visuals, and that was definitely one of them. Like there's a part when you're going through the Haunted Mansion ride, if you haven't been on it, where you're looking from up above into this room and there's all these ghosts dancing and like waltzing around the room together. It looks sick. Under Wraps, which is another great one. I only watched that for the first time, I think it was last year, and I loved Under Wraps. I thought that was a great one. I was watching the more recent ones, I think in like the mid 2010s or something. And of course, now we have Zombies. Obviously the fact that it's set centers zombies, werewolves, aliens, all the things kind of like lend themselves to the Halloween theme. It's not necessarily like a Halloween movie franchise, but it kind of comes under Halloween films. Honestly, yeah, Zombies is another one that I really enjoy. I think the music in Zombies is great. I've got to say, I think my favorite Zombies movie was the second one, the one where baby Ariel comes into it. I don't know, I thought it was so cool when it was the first time that they had another species introduced into the franchise, because then the third they had aliens, and then Zombies 4 recently they obviously just had the daywalkers and the vampires. So there's like so many different characters involved now. But I feel like the first time they introduced any new character, which was the werewolves, that one was a vibe. I loved number 2. Now, I don't know whether this next one counts as a Halloween or Christmas movie, and I think you know what I'm about to say, and I have very strong thoughts on it, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know I'm about to offend some people with what I'm about to say. Somebody tell me why this was such a hit and why there is so much merch of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Who and where is this crazy cult following of The Nightmare Before Christmas? Don't get me wrong, the merch is amazing, it's so cute. The movie, maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it, maybe it's because I joined late, but when I tell you, I watched it a couple of years ago for the first time, and I had to watch it over 4 different nights because I kept on falling asleep. I was so bored. The music was horrible. Why was the music so boring? That was the most boring movie I ever watched. This has such a cult following. There's got to be something about it. But guys, from the second I put it on, I was like, what am I watching? I still can't tell you what the storyline was to this day. They were trying to save Christmas? No. Is that the Grinch? Hang on a second. They were trying to it was like, what happened? Were they in a town called Halloween something? No, I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a movie that has bored me as much as that one did. Now guys, maybe that's controversial. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. Maybe I'm missing something. Now also, I just thought of this. Another really cheesy Disney Channel Halloween movie that I really liked was My Mum's Got a Date with a Vampire. And I hadn't seen that till recently as well. This was probably like a year or 2 ago that I watched it. And I really liked that one too. It was another one where like the acting, we all know how it goes with those old DComs. You know, the acting was not great and it was super cheesy, but like there was something I liked about that one as well. The mum meets this guy who's a vampire, but the mum doesn't know and the kids are trying to convince her that he's a vampire. It was so good. You know who else was in it? I just remembered this. The guy who plays Lizzie McGuire's dad, he was in that movie. Now, as for some Halloween movies that I'm definitely going to be watching for the first time this spooky season, there are a few that I have on my list that I haven't seen yet. The first one is Girl vs. Monster. I keep seeing that popping up. I think it's a bit more of a recent, like a 2010s Disney Channel Halloween film, but that's one that I've been wanting to watch and it's been on my list, so I'm going to watch that. Now, another one I need to watch that I've only ever started and hadn't finished, this one was like, I'm pretty sure it's a 90s Halloween film. It was Don't Look Under the Bed. It's like all about monsters and all the things, so that's on my list. And there's another one that's also coming up all the time, another, I think, 90s film, which is Phantom of the Megaplex. So those are the 3 that I'm definitely going to be watching in the next couple of weeks before Halloween. I'm super excited for those. Through the month of October, Disney Channel does this Monstober thing where basically it's like a Halloween takeover, and there were some classic Disney Channel Halloween episodes of shows. It's always nice when your favorite show has like a holiday twist, whether it's like a Christmas theme or they do a Halloween theme or Thanksgiving or whatever it is. So we need to talk about this for a second. I loved the Halloween episode of That's So Raven called Don't Have a Cow. In the episode, Chelsea and Raven have this like magic spell book and this potion, and they accidentally mess up the spell. And I think Chelsea dropped something that she wasn't supposed to, like cow related, into the potion, and it basically just turns the girls into cows. So instead of having like this really cool Halloween costume that they wanted, they ended up being cows, which I know is so random, but like I just love a Halloween episode. I'm just having a look at some other Halloween episodes, and there was the Lizzie McGuire season 1 episode 24 episode called Night of the Day of the Dead. And it's that episode when they're setting up like a Halloween party and Kate tries to take over. So she started like making fun of and like disrespecting Miranda's Halloween traditions. And then some weird stuff happens with the spirits and they end up like haunting Kate. Guys, then The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I just found another one that I definitely need to go back and either watch or rewatch. I can't remember this one. It's called The Ghost of Suite 613, and it's about everyone being convinced that there's a ghost in one of the suites and Zack won't stop playing pranks. That would be a good one. But anyway, I think it's so much fun. I just love a Halloween takeover. Like whether it's the craziness of like the Disney parks at Disney World or Disneyland doing a huge Halloween overlay, that kind of thing is just like, it blows my mind. I always am so impressed. But you know, also, like I said, Disney Channel TV shows having their takeover for like Monstober. Also a lot of Disney's social pages doing like throwbacks to the best Halloween episodes and things like that. Or even something as random as like your local shops having some kind of Halloween theming to them or bringing out all this Halloween merch just makes me so happy. Bath and Body Works having all of their Halloween candles and Halloween body scrubs scrubs and this and that. Love it. It's just such a fun time of the year. And I'm just so excited that it's October again. But anyway, that wraps up today's Halloween episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Definitely let me know in the comments what your favorite Halloween movies are, especially your favorite Disney Channel Halloween movies, TV episodes. I'd love to know. I hope you guys enjoy your spooky season. Make sure to follow me at JasmineTXO on Instagram and TikTok because there is lots of Halloween content coming up. I can definitely tell you that. Thank you guys for tuning into today's episode and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.